They've got our colour on. They've got red on. Today, Mum, I've got a fantastic dance performance for us called醉墨淋漓, inspired by the beautiful Chinese tradition of calligraphy. Now, this performance, Mum, is in celebration of a famous historical Chinese figure called Wang Xizhi, who was a fabulous Chinese calligrapher.
Wow.
In fact, some even regard him as the greatest calligrapher ever, but I'm not actually sure if they've seen my calligraphy yet. And yes, as you all notice, me and my mum are both wearing red because Chinese New Year is fast approaching. So Happy New Year, and let's take a look at this beautiful performance. Right then, Mum, here we go with 醉墨淋漓. He's having a little think about what he wants to write. Oh, that's me, that. Falling asleep, not working hard. Oh, he's got an idea.
Did you do this dance then before you did your calligraphy?
Well, of course I did. I had to make sure that my wrist was warmed up, so this is essential before you do calligraphy. You've got to do some dancing.
Wow.
Well, he's definitely getting warmed up, isn't he?
He definitely is.
I love it when people stroke their beard like that in a very curious way. What am I thinking about? Yeah. Careful, you're knocking the paper over. Now, Mum, the title, 醉墨淋漓, I'm really curious to know. The word 醉 can mean drunk as in to drink alcohol, but it can also mean 陶醉 if you're so involved in some activity that you kind of lose concept of everything else. I'm really curious, are these guys having a little cheeky drink of alcohol, or are they so consumed by the beautiful art of calligraphy that they're kind of floating away? Or possibly both. China does have a really long history of people drinking alcohol, so it could be both. I hope there's not too much ink on that or it's going to dribble onto his face. Oh no, fortunately it doesn't look like there's any ink on it at the moment. He's still doing his warm-up dance, he doesn't know what to write yet, does he?
I'm just a bit confused because there's an older guy, but he's a younger guy.
Now, interesting fact, Mum, about Wang Xizhi that you've come across there is he actually had 8 children. He had 1 daughter and 7 sons.
Wow.
So that is his youngest son, who was also a very, very famous calligrapher, and he was called Wang Xianzhi. So it's him and his son. Ah, they're the meeting. Yes.
Bowing to his father.
So they're from the Jin dynasty, which is about 300 AD roughly. And you'll notice their clothes from that time. So obviously they've got very long sleeves, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! They just all change colours. I feel like the dad is Wang Xizhi, he's very acrobatic as well for a man of his age.
For an older man.
He can do just the moves that his son can do.
Those long flowing sleeves are really good for dancing.
Yeah, what I'm curious about though is, because they're obviously master calligraphers, but with those sleeves, it must even be more difficult. Because sometimes it would trail on the piece of paper. So bravo for the long sleeves and being able to do the calligraphy. It almost feels like he's passing knowledge on to his son.
Oh wow!
They've got our colour on. They've got red on. must be the rest of the family in the background. All of his 8 children.
It's almost like they're floating.
Yeah.
It's very elegant.
I feel like it also is in that way representing calligraphy, because calligraphy is very stylized and very flowing.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah. So it's like an artistic representation of calligraphy in dance and movement.
Ah, of course it is.
That would be my thoughts. That would be my uneducated thoughts.
I think you're right there, Jack.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's Dad, I feel like, showing some technique to him. And look,
Yes.
he's showing him how to hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually showing him how to hold it.
And the different strokes.
Yeah.
How many strokes are there in calligraphy? There's a set number of them. There are.
Guys, if you know the answer, put it in the ping lunch. Oh, look, the knowledge has been passed on.
He's giving him
Why
his.
did you never teach me calligraphy, eh? Thank you. Oh, that's a great camera shot, that there,
Yeah.
with both generations.
And both of their hands in.
So, wow, we gave him praise before, regarded as perhaps the greatest ever calligrapher. But also, I think we need to give him some credit for raising 8 children.
Yeah.
That is some impressive feat. Yeah, what did you think of the performance?
Oh, I really liked it. And the idea that they were putting into dance how to learn to write calligraphy.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
One of the things that always really stands out to me about calligraphy is a really cool thing that you see when you're in China, which is you will often see elderly people in parks and they write beautiful calligraphy on the stone ground in water.
Wow.
So they practice their calligraphy with these big bushes writing it on the pavement. And you can only see it for a certain amount of time because obviously the water dries up.
It evaporates.
And it creates no mess. But they do the most beautiful calligraphy in these massive murals. Right then guys, 如果你喜欢这个视频，请给我们点赞。好的，那么我们下次再见。
再见。
拜拜。